They clearly have the advantage in the league, Martin, and the talent is losing only a possibility now if they lose that mindset and resilience
losing
and
what?
focus.
Just explain yourself better there.
Lose that lead.
Well, I just think it's almost like in golf, isn't it? Posting a score in the clubhouse, 2 rounds to go, halfway around the course, and they've posted a really good score.
It's not 2 rounds. It's not 2 rounds to go, is it?
Well,
it's 10 holes.
10 holes to play, yeah. There's still an awful lot of football to come. And Arsenal have got really difficult games. You're probably going to have to win at Anfield. You're going to have to win at St James's Park. You've got to go to Man City as an away game. There's some really difficult football. But they're doing everything possible to make this as difficult for Man City as they can. That's all they can do right now. Because City are just
Why are you
starting
being
to
so reticent to start getting excited about the possibility of winning the league for the first time in 19 years?
It's a reality, Sam, because if you've been a competitor and you've done it, you know that you never know. You can't rest until it's done.
When did you start thinking that you'd won the title in that invincible year?
The day that we won the last game of the season. When we went to... we had 10 games to win, basically. And then
haven't they already proved that they've got a champion's mindset?
You'd have to keep proving it every week until there's a trophy there. You can't. It's look, the pats on the back are great. What was it? Ten Hag said it makes you lazy when people say that you're doing well. Arsenal's just got to keep going and keep doing what they're doing, and then let's see where it takes them. I think they're reaching out and they're a developing club, whereas Man City have proven 4 out of the last 5 Premier Leagues they've won. They're top players, and Arsenal now going after them. And I think they've posted a score. It's like, okay, 8 points clear. International break. There's lots of things that can happen in the international window. Everyone's got to come back fit and well, and you pick up the momentum again. And Arsenal, Leeds back when they come back. So it's just go again. But up to now, I think Arsenal, it's been transformational. The way that they've played this season, quite incredible. No European football last year. We forget they weren't even in Europe last year, and now they're running for the title.
I just hope for Arsenal's sake that those players, that young, fearless group of players, have a different mindset to you. Because we were at Arsenal yesterday, and you were going through the fixture list. And
Is this when he forgot that he was working with you?
Absolutely, but you were picking out all the games.
He forgot he was working with me.
You were picking out all the games where Arsenal's title challenge could come unstuck. I would imagine that
not really.
When you were a player under the great Arsene Wenger, you didn't go through the fixture list to think, we might lose at Man City, we might lose at Newcastle. You even said West Ham away from home would be a difficult game for Arsenal.
Of course it's a difficult game.
West Ham?
Of course it's a difficult game. You have no respect, Alex, for anyone else. West Ham are desperate to knock the smile off the Arsenal faces. It doesn't get any more difficult than that.
But should there be a fear factor about challenging for this title?
There's 12 derby games this season. Arsenal have won 9 out of 10 of those. It's been amazing.
I'm just surprised to keep it going. To hear the great Martin Keown cowering from a title challenge. I wouldn't say that there's anything
great about me at all. I'm just being realistic that you've got to respect your opponents, and we don't really know how this is going to unfold. But if they carry on playing that they do now, they're going to take an awful lot of stopping.
With the level of talent that they've got in the team, though, you should be sort of, buoyed by the fact that you've got someone that at 21 years of age is basically driving Arsenal towards glory. 28 games, 12 goals, 10 assists, 110 minutes per goal or assist. Bukayo Saka has been a revelation this season at the age of 21.
Not just this season. He's been. You could argue that he's been carrying the club for a number of years.
But this has been his best season.
Well, he is now, of course. Jesus arrived, Zinchenko came in. Guys who've won things, proven. But now, when you look at it, it's Martinelli again, and it's Saka. The 2 players that really have been a revelation since they came.
2 goals and assists yesterday.
Yeah. So the boys just keep getting better. I think Trossard's been an amazing signing. This false 9 that we now play with, Jesus hasn't just walked back into the team. By the way, he missed 15 matches, Jesus. And at the time, everyone was saying that they're not going to be able to cope. Nketiah, he waded in with his goals. He's currently injured as well. So I think it was almost a blessing for Arsenal to go out of the Europa League. As I say, I don't like to say that lightly because you want to compete in all competitions, but it was just becoming expensive in terms of the players they were losing. Saliba now is out for a little while. It's got to get him back fit quickly.
Well, Rob Holding did quite well actually yesterday.
Very well.
They looked very tight.
Actually, I'm really pleased for Rob Holding and for Tierney. I thought when Tierney came on, he played really well when he came on. It was just, that's the strength of the squad. It's the strength of the squad that wins you a Premier League. It isn't necessarily your first 11, and that's what's been so impressive. With Jorginho coming in as well in the window, they bought really well. But they've just got to sustain this now. We're now in that countdown, aren't we? The last 10 games of the season.
Do you really believe that going out of the Europa League is a blessing in disguise?
I do when it comes to the number of games they're having to play.
But before extra time in the game on Thursday night, were you saying that?
It doesn't matter what I was saying then. It's what I say now, Sam, isn't
So
it?
what did you say at the time?
It's easy to say.
At the time, look, when you're in competition, you want to win it, don't you? You're throwing punches, your boxing match, you don't want to lose it. But when you reflect and you think, well, okay, do you really want to be on a Thursday night, the other side of Europe, when you've got games to play and there's a fight to be had in your own back
But surely you're winning builds momentum, doesn't it? Winning every week, it becomes a habit for you.
It does, but if you look at Man City, they've been 10 years on the bounce making it into the Champions League. That's 20-30 million more than Arsenal. That's 2 players a season. We've got a team. We weren't even in Europe last year. So they haven't got the squad. They haven't got the players to be able to play in all of these games. I mean, you were at the Man United game yesterday. You know, Roy wouldn't want us to say it, Roy Keane, but they look fatigued, no? Was it affecting them, the Europa League?
I think not
more
necessarily
games
just being in the
more
Europa
games
League,
than any
but
other
not
team.
making as many changes. He doesn't really make that many changes, Erik Ten Hag, and I think maybe that came back to sort of haunt them at some point during that game, but they've got a couple of weeks off now.
They were dropping like flies for Arsenal the other night.
Let's talk about, let's listen to Martin Ødegaard, who you spoke to yesterday evening about what he said after the game. He was asked whether or not he and the team are enjoying the pressure of the title race.
Yeah, I think everyone enjoys it. You know, we are where we want to be. You know, so we have to enjoy it. We're in a good position, so yeah, we want to enjoy this. And as you say, you know, the connection with the fans within the team, everyone is so together now. So yeah, we just have to keep going the same way and keep pushing every day to get better and to stay where we are.
As captain, can you allow yourself to start dreaming about lifting aloft the Premier League trophy?
Yeah, you can always dream, you know. It's been my dream since I was a baby, so of course you can dream. But the main thing is to stay calm, to keep working hard, to keep pushing every day and make sure we get better every day, basically.
I think that's positive from an Arsenal perspective, because I think that's the first time that one of their players has really come out and said, yeah, we are dreaming of winning the Premier League. And I think that that shows that they're maybe more confident than Martin Keown is. Maybe they're not going through the fixture list and saying, oh, we might get beat there. And actually, Aaron Ramsdale's comments immediately after losing on Thursday night, he looked back on last season when they lost to Crystal Palace. They lost 3 in a row, I think, at the end of the season, ended up missing out in the top 4. And he said, we've learned from that. We've learned how to handle these big occasions. And I think the biggest compliment that you can pay Arsenal is every time they've had a setback, every time they've had a wobble, like when they lost to Everton, you were there, Sean Dyche's first game, they bounced straight back. Not sure they've had that capability in the past.
They lost to United, they bounced back. They lost to City, they bounced back. They drew with Brentford, they bounced back. They lost to Everton, they bounced back. Everyone thinks they're going to implode. All of a sudden, they come back with proving they've got the gumption to be title winners.
Yeah, but you guys are both sitting here, aren't you, working in tandem, saying that Arsenal effectively won the league and it's theirs to lose, and I don't believe that. When you're up against, look at Haaland,
they're 8 points clear. It is theirs to lose.
No, not at all.
They're the favourites. You must concede that. They're the favourites.
Well, are they? You know, so you've got to go to Anfield, okay?
Hold on.
So how many times have they been in the Champions League in recent times? They've got to play Chelsea at home. Champions League teams, by the way, we're talking about.
But if you want to win the league, you've got to beat the Champions League teams or draw with them.
West Ham are scrapping, aren't they, to survive? Then you've got to go to Newcastle, who are trying to make it into the top 4. I tell you what, I'd take Man City's away games all day long. I'd love it to go to Southampton. And the only one I see here is tricky is Brighton.
This all sounds a bit Kevin Keegan around about 1995.
No, I'm not ranting and raving. We're all calm at Arsenal. We're enjoying it, enjoying the moment. What we do, we don't know where this journey is going to take us. Do you know what? Over the next 6 weeks, these players just need to focus. Nothing else can be more important than what they need to do. They know what their challenge is now. It's very clear. Win every game and they can be champions.
I wonder what Arsenal fans think about that. 03717 22 33 is the number to call. You can get in touch with us on Twitter or you can get in touch via text 81089.